Congrats! You just graduated, or you're about to. You've got the degree, the grades, and the photo with your proud family. But after dozens of job applications and zero callbacks, you start wondering, wasn't this supposed to be enough? Here's the truth. Graduation doesn't make you job ready. It's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. Hi, I'm Luki, and I share what you didn't know you needed to know about jobs, careers, and life. If you're a student or recent grad who's struggling to find that first real job, this video will help you understand why school didn't fully prepare you for the next working world and what you can do about it. If you're ready to bridge the gap between graduation and career success, hit the subscribe button and let's get started. And be sure to stay to the end to understand the difference between being job ready and being job search ready. They are not the same thing, which is the real reason why recent grads are failing. Let's start with a little myth. We've all been told, go to school, get good grades, get a good job. That worked decades ago, perhaps even years ago, but the world has changed. The education system was built for a predictable world. One career path, one employer, one pension. Today's world is unpredictable, fast-changing, and filled with opportunity. But let's be honest, the school system hasn't kept up. Academics give you knowledge, but not always application. You've learned the theory, but not how to use it in this messy, real world. Think about it. Would you rather learn swimming from someone who has read every single book on swimming, or someone who has been in the water for the past 4 years? You can ace your exams on marketing, but can you launch a real campaign that converts? You can analyze case studies, but can you handle real clients with real deadlines? So what does it actually mean to be job ready? It's not just about your degree, it's about mastering 3 pillars: knowledge, skills, and habits. Yes, your academics matter in some respects. They're the foundation of what you know. But they're only 1/3 of the equation. And with AI, this part of the equation is less and less important. Employers assume you already know the theory, but what they really want is proof that you can apply it. You need both soft skills and hard skills. Soft skills are things like time management, mindset and motivation, communication and social skills, thinking skills like critical, creative, and strategic thinking. And hard skills are what you learn in class. How to do financial modeling, how to code, how to build marketing campaigns, whatever your degree was focused on. But one area that's often missed are job search skills. They're the skills that actually help you get the job. Interviewing, networking, LinkedIn, resume writing. These are all learnable, but unless you're part of an internship or co-op program, you haven't yet applied these skills to get better and improve. Finally, your habits form your human foundation. You need healthy routines in physical health, mental health, financial health, social health, spiritual and emotional health. Because if your foundation is shaky, it doesn't matter how smart or skilled you are, you'll burn out. Here's the biggest gap between school and the real world. School gives you theoretical experience, but employers want practical experience. It's the difference between knowing and doing. That's why getting an internship, co-op, or side project is one of the most powerful things that you can do. You learn what real deadlines, teamwork, and client expectations feel like. You start building proof of your abilities, not just grades, but results. If you can't get a formal internship, create your own. Build a small app, volunteer for a not-for-profit, help a local business with marketing. Anything that helps you apply what you know. Because the moment you do real work, you start standing out from everyone else who only knows theory. Now you may think it's too late. After all, you only have a few months left or have already finished your last exam. But some companies allow you to take internships after graduation. And even if you don't have any experience, there's still hope. Now, here's what employers are really thinking when they take a look at new grads. They say, I know you've learned a lot, but can you handle the real world? Employers hire for potential, but they need evidence. They want to see that you can learn quickly, communicate clearly, work with a team, manage your own time, and adapt when things change. You don't get graded on those things in school. but they're what separates candidates who get hired from those who don't. I often say that employers hire for 3 things: fit, skills, and experience. Experience means, have you done it before? I feel like that the mistake that most students make is that they focus on the last one, whereas the next 2 are much more important. In my prior role in campus recruiting, we pretty much knew you didn't know anything about consulting and didn't expect you to have any experience. But if you could demonstrate to us that you could pick up things and adapt well, then you are much more of an interesting candidate. Now, skills mean, do I believe that you can do the work? This is where your job search skills need to be honed in. Does your value come across in the elevator pitch? And when you have a coffee chat? And if you make it to an interview, can you articulate the value that you can provide? And is all that value outlined in your resume or on your LinkedIn profile? And last is fit, which means, do I like you? At the end of the day, you could be the most technically capable person out there, but if I don't like you, I won't hire you. The interesting part is the opposite is not true. You might not have a ton of experience, but if I like you enough, I might give you a shot. The simplest way to get folks to like you more is to smile. Think about it. Would you rather hire this guy or this guy? So how do you go from graduate or soon to be grad to job ready? Well, let's make it practical. Step 1 is to build experience early. Get an internship, co-op, or volunteer role. If you can't find one, make your own project. It's not about the job title, it's about the learning. And if you've already graduated, allocate 20% of your daily job search time to create this experience for yourself. Step 2 is to practice your soft skills. Join a student club, lead a small event, practice communication, teamwork, and leadership in low-risk environments. And if you've already graduated, you can use your experience time to gain and practice these skills. Step 3 is to learn the job search skills. Create a strong LinkedIn profile, write a resume that tells your story, not just your duties, do mock interviews, and lots of self-practice. Network through coffee chats. Most importantly, constantly improve. If you want to accelerate the process, work with a coach or hiring professional to get your skills from average to hired. And step 4 is strengthen your human foundations. Take care of your physical and mental health. Learn to manage your money, your time, and your relationships. Focus on your time first. Learn to cultivate your relationships, then learn to manage your money as it comes. The people who are successful in their careers aren't just skilled, they're practiced. So remember, graduation doesn't make you job ready. It just means you finished learning the theory. Now it's time to learn how to work, communicate, and grow. Employers don't hire degrees, they hire people who can deliver results. And you build that ability through practice, reflection, and growth. So if you're a recent grad, I'd like to know, what's one skill you wish school had taught you about getting a job? Drop it in the comments below. Your answer might help a fellow student. And if this video helped, like, subscribe, and check out this video on the real reason you're not getting job offers. Or this video to stop stress and anxiety controlling you. Until next time, be focused and stay inspired.